Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy 12 coming out here with just a quick breakdown of the events I see coming out. I'm getting a lot of questions about these, which is kind of interesting to me because I feel like there probably should not be a lot of questions. But anyway, I'm just gonna go through all like the quick events, and we're gonna talk about it real quick, I guess. First is the Armament Awards. If you've been playing for any decent amount of time, you probably already have max legendary armaments. As long as you have like 100 on hand, it just unlocks. If you don't have that, it's kind of hard to get 100 legendary armaments in the time frame they've given. I don't necessarily, I mean, the transmutation stones are good and the transmutation crystal is good. I just don't know if it's good enough to ever like kind of YOLO it on In Search of Wonders. I've seen a few people try to go for this event. I don't think I've heard of a single person going into this event and getting something that they wanted out of it, which is kind of crazy to me, actually. The more I think about that, the kind of crazier it is. Nobody I've seen has spun this event and got what they wanted. I would probably just stay away from it, especially if the price on the mechanisms here is just a little excessive. Because I don't also see like guaranteed rewards at the bottom, so it doesn't seem very apt to go for. In terms of Cerulean Assault, this should be pretty easy. I'm not going to go into too much detail on this. Either do it or you don't. Cone of the Garden, as you can see, I already have most of the Charles. This is, of course, worth 7,000 gems. I've had a few people ask me if like More Than Gems is coming this weekend, or should I be putting the 7,000 in here? Should I be waiting for More Than Gems? Or like, should I be spending AP here? Should I be spending Marauders? Should I be waiting for KVK Barbs? The answer to the question is, events like these should always be brought to level 25 every single time, bar none. It's, there's nothing else to it. AP that you have to spend to get there doesn't matter. More Than Gems is not coming until after this event is over. So we're looking at More Than Gems in probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks time, something like that. It could be on a Wednesday, like the Wednesday after this event, because I've seen that happen a couple times. But 7,000 gems here and however much AP you have to spend to get to 25 is both fine. If you could just chain your way there, that's all right. But you have to remember, like, this entire event is going to give you a total with the unlock 7,000 gems, right? So if you can just finish the whole thing, you get your gems back anyway. More Than Gems is not going to pop during this event, so don't be nervous about that. I mean, you can wait till the end of the event. Like, it's not gonna harm you to just wait and see if More Than Gems comes out, but it won't. I've never seen it happen. Finally, the event that probably most people are going to click on this video for, which is going to be Zenith of Power. I talked about this a little bit in my release video, where I talked about the state of the new Zenith and if you should invest in it or whatever. Ancestral Hall. So for troop attack, this skin you should never consider it for the AP recovery. Okay, that doesn't matter. I know some people like invested in a Top Cappy Palace for that. Those people are crying now because you can get so many more blueprints, and the KVK blueprints are so important. So if you have Top Cappy Palace, salute to the fallen soldiers out there. So this skin, 12% troop attack is not bad for a Garrison if you don't have Dynastic Conqueror and you're running like Gorgo Hera, right? Gorgo Hera is not going to want that much skill damage, so you're not really going to want to run Twilight Falls on it, and this is going to allow troop attack for everything. Another troop type that might want this would be like a Siege main, because as far as I know, there might be one Siege skin, but it might be like a 5% Siege skin. 12% troop attack would be pretty good for that. Also, I would not be investing in stuff for Siege, but those are probably the two things where I could consider it. 12% troop attack should be better than 5% skill damage. However, minus 10% archer defense is really painful. So if you have 2 archer marches in your 5 or 6 march, this is a really hard skin to justify, because the price of Twilight Falls is 10% infantry attack, which we truly don't give that much of a shit about. So I would be less, I don't know, I'm less for this new skin. Something I will say, if you're in like a newer kingdom and you can get this skin for probably under like 15 million power push, something like 10 mil, 12 mil, something like that, then the skin seems fine. At pushing 12 mil power for this skin seems absolutely dope. I would not overly concern myself with it at that point. If you get this for anything lower than like 20 mil in like a late game kingdom, that's probably also like a pretty good deal. If I'm in 365, so obviously I'm never pushing 10 mil power to pick up the skin, but if I knew I could push like 10, 12 mil power and pick up Ancestral Hall, not a bad deal. If you have to push like 25, 30 mil because the skin is hotly contested for some reason, then I wouldn't. I'd leave this to the Rally Garrisons. I'd leave this to the Whales. There's not really a big reason for any of this. The only skin that I would have really risked it all for was the Dynastic Conqueror skin. This is going to be best in slot for like everybody. Minus 10% cav attack, nobody really cares about. So yeah, this skin is fire, but we can't get it anymore. So, our next best is going to be either Twilight Falls or the new skin coming out. And, it's very interesting to say this, but 650,000 coin for Twilight Falls is a much cheaper deal than Ancestral Hall. So, long story short, not for almost anybody. If you have to ask, you probably don't need it. We probably shouldn't get it, even more so. I was also getting asked which skin I should pick up from these. If I were to pick up any of these, it'd probably either be the cavalry health or the archer health. You know, and you just pick up whatever you think is most valuable. Generally, I mean, like, once you have, like, an infantry health skin, there's not a huge reason to go further, because if you're, like, if you're pre-sock and you're using a skin, you'll just use the infantry health skin, because pre-sock, that's really all you need. I guess if you had, like, two cav or 2 archers, then you could consider running a cavalry or archer health skin. But, I mean, all in all, like, none of these skins are too crazy, and you're gonna build a whole bunch of skins. So if you have no other health skins, then picking up Moment of Celebration or Mighty Force might be fine. But just in general, I mean, I don't know, you could just pick up what looks cool to you. I don't know if I'd be I don't know if I'd be like splitting hairs too much over it. Anyway, quick video, hopefully, you know, dispelling any kind of concerns or anything like that. Everything else should be smooth sailing. I appreciate you guys watching the content. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to drop a like, a comment, consider subscribing, all that good stuff. If you guys want public or private account coaching, private account coaching is $75 a session, public is $35 a session. If y'all want one of those, go to the Discord in the description below and make a ticket. Other than that, guys, have yourselves an absolutely wonderful day, and thank you for watching. Bye.